Hey everyone, so today I am working on my mantle, getting it ready for fall, and we are going to take it from summer and add some fall decor, and I think you're gonna love it, so let's get started.
So we are going to start by removing everything from the mantle from summer. All of these DIYs I did myself and I was excited and proud of them. And I still am, but it's time for a change and it's time to get ready for fall. As always, I do give everything a good clean because, no matter if you clean throughout the season, it still gets so dirty and dusty. This fall sign I recently did on one of my videos on my DIY channel, and I took a scrap piece of wood and I turned it into this rustic farmhouse style fall wall sign, and I think it turned out gorgeous. This is going to be the main focus of the mantle. Now, it's not centered on the mantle. I do want it to be a little bit towards the left side because we're going to put the wreath instead of in the center of the mantle, which I usually do. I'm going to place it on the right side of the sign, and that way it just adds a little bit more of interest and character to my mantle decor this year. This little decorizer I DIY'd several weeks ago, and then this vase I also recently DIY'd on my DIY channel, and I gave it a brand new look because it didn't have the look that I was looking for. So if you have not visited my DIY channel, I recommend it. I do have it linked down below. I show you all tons of DIYs every single week. Now we're going to place some of these yellow wooden flowers that I got at, where was it? At Home Goods. I think it was last year, and I love the yellow tone. This is the yellow theme we're going with on my mantle this year, and I'm just going to start placing them on the vase, and it was perfect for this vase. I think they stand out. The contrast between the white and the yellow is absolutely stunning. So now I'm going to place this wooden pumpkin that I also DIY'd in my recent video. And what I did, I took a piece of a chunky piece of wood and I cut off the edges in a 45-degree angle, and then I turned it into a beautiful pumpkin. So again, if you want to watch how I did that, just click on the link down below. And I'm going to place that here on the right side of the mantle, right next to the wreath. I think it looks pretty good in that corner. These little wooden flat pumpkins I got at Target Dollar Spot last year or the year before. I've used them several years, I believe now. And I'm just going to start placing them right there underneath the wreath next to the other pumpkin. This little decorizer I DIY'd last year with Target Dollar Spot items. And then this little pumpkin, it's like a wire, like stick pumpkin. Have no clue where it came from, but I've had it for a while and we're going to use it again this year. These cotton stems I have had now for several years, and they're not in the best shape, but because we're going with a very farmhouse rustic kind of look here, I didn't mind. So I'm just going to thread it right underneath the decor ricer here on the left side of the mantle. Now, at first I thought I would use these leftover yellow flowers and just kind of thread them in between the cotton stems, but I ended up switching it up and I did remove them and I used them in a different place, and I'll show you here in a second. This gather sign from the Dollar Tree I also DIY'd, and I made it a little bit different, a bit more of what I was looking for. So I am going to place it right in the front here towards the center of the mantle. Here are those flowers that I said that I was going to place on the other side. I did switch it out and I placed them here. I just kind of let it kind of flow off of the mantle. And you see the curtain moving there? That's my 4-year-old playing around with my curtains. And he knocked over my flowers. And you know what? It's going to happen again. I'm sure of it. And it's okay. So we are just going to place the flowers here again, just kind of overflowing on the mantle on the right side, right next to the pumpkins. So here's a reminder of my summer mantle looked like, and then the beautiful makeover now for fall. I love it. I'm so in love. I keep staring at it every time I'm in the living room, and I'm like, I just love this. And you know what I love? I love that it's everything that I have made throughout the years, and it was so inexpensive. We are going to move along here to the entryway and we are going to replace these flowers, but we are going to keep the vase. I love this vase. We are going to switch them up with some faux magnolia leaves and these little burnt orange flowers from the Dollar Tree. I am going to fix it up though. It's looking kind of crazy. So we're just going to move around the flowers and just kind of fix them up the way I want them. The little wooden family sign I am going to replace with one that I recently made on a video. And I just think it looks perfect right there next to that flower arrangement. And then this little fabric pumpkin that I also DIY'd this year. I think it's just adds that texture and the beautiful colors, and I love the way my entryway little cabinet here looks. This is where we store all of our like board games, family games, and I just love it. I love the way it turned out. Now onto my, it's kind of like the entryway, but it's a console table that we have in the living room. I'm going to remove everything from the summer. I kept it really simple in the summer, just kind of like the teal color theme. But we're going to remove everything. We're going to start placing some decorations that I have had or that I have DIY'd recently. This farmhouse rustic sign, very recently I DIY'd. We're just going to hang it there on this old window. And then this 3D pumpkin I also DIY'd this year. I love that it has that yellow tone to pull from the mantle and then also that teal color for the entryway table. This pumpkin I have had is pretty large, lightweight, but I did paint several years ago in white. This arrangement I did recently for staging, but the container I actually got recently. I think it was at Hobby Lobby. I don't remember. But we are going to place this little thrifted pumpkin. We're going to turn it around because I don't like that black cat. So we're just going to use it as a regular pumpkin and then add some more pumpkins just to add texture and color to it. The same on the other side. And I think my console table looks simple, fresh, but beautiful color tones. Perfect for fall. Now on to my centerpiece in my dining room table. This is what it looked like all summer long. We are going to just start removing everything from it, but we are going to reuse a lot of it already. So we are going to start by replacing the daisies and we're just going to make an arrangement here. These flower bundles I got at Hobby Lobby this year, and I thought what a great way to just add a very bushy, very full fall arrangement. So I have three different colors. I have the burnt orange, I have a yellow, and I also have a beige. And we're just going to cut here several stems, actually two of each, in different heights. And we're going to just start placing them in this vase. This vase is from the Target dollar spot. It was $3. I want to say maybe last year. And I love it. It has a very matte textured surface to it, and I think it's beautiful. And again, we're just going to start placing the flowers. I do want to stagger them, but the key is to cut in different lengths so that way they're not all the same length unless you want that look. But I want all these to kind of have different lengths so that you can see all the flowers and all the colors. So after I have them placed where I want them, it's time to put everything back together. And again, we're going to use this farmhouse wooden box that I DIY'd this year. This grassy flower arrangement or vase we're going to place right there once again. And then the new flower arrangement that I just made right there on the left side of it. This wooden pumpkin I DIY'd recently from Target dollar spot items. And then I'm just going to place some blocks here on the bottom to give me some height for this little grateful wooden house that I also DIY'd this year. And I think it just looks super cute, so fall, and I think it just adds just so much texture and beautiful colors to my dining room table. And I just love the way it turned out. But I do want to remind you, I take 4 places in my home: the dining room table, the mantle, the console table, and my entryway table. Those 4 places I decorate for every season. So let me remind you what the mantle now looks like. It's one of my favorites this year. I love the color scheme and how farmhouse it looks. Then my entryway table, I love the colors. I think it looks stunning, stunning. My console table is also very beautiful. I love the textures, the colors, and how bright and fresh it is. And then, of course, we just saw my dining room table centerpiece, which has a very farmhouse fall look now, and I love it.
So this is it, guys. So let me know which one is your favorite. I think I'm going to have to choose my mantle because I just absolutely love the way it turned out and the colors and the farmhouse style. But let me know which one is your favorite. And if you do not follow my DIY channel, I'm going to have it linked down below. Don't forget to follow me there. And thank you for watching. Have a fun time decorating. And I hope this inspires you to just get some decorating for fall. Even if it's early, it's okay. But I'll see you later. Bye.